The light flashing. Opening event. Most absorbing betting duel. Written Words, Brazen Butcher. Starters holding them. Off and racing. From the inside, Snip of Romance first to go. Away very quickly, Brazen Butcher's going to lob second at the end of 150. Spirited Strike was out of the gates in a flash and then had to ease back. Written Words on the inside as Snip of Romance turns it on early and splits the field open. Further back, Snipper Gent, last of all, Silent Armada. At the 550, Snip of Romance, Ticky Reardon wasting no time. She's broken the field right open. Snip of Romance led them here as they come onto the turn at the 400. More than two, Brazen Butcher ridden along on the inside. Written Word, Spirited Strike keeping it company as they go to the 275. Snip of Romance about to be collared by Brazen Butcher. Spirited Strike the outside, followed further back. Written Words, Brazen Butcher. 150 to go though. Races away from them. He's home, the Butcher, and now draws clear by two. Spirited Strike, Snip of Romance, Brazen Butcher. Brazen Butcher first up was simply too good. Spirited Strike ran second. Snip of Romance ran a cheeky race for third, and the money's off the mark with Written Words. It was back there fourth home from Silent Armada. Back at the tail end of the field when they pull up is Snipper Gent. Well, the money said Written Words. However, the race has gone the way of Brazen Butcher, 180 to 235, and in a sub-edit to the plot, the Butcher wins first up and runs right to the trial form, and Written Words has just plugged behind him. Second home, Spirited Strike ahead of Snip of Romance at $31, which ran them hard. And then Written Words back there in fourth placing. So the money certainly has been well off the mark in this opening event for the well-commissioned 3-year-old Written Words. Brazen Butcher, though, continues a really good run for Josh Brown. Willie Pike teams up with him this afternoon, as they've been doing recently with this 3-year-old. A Snippet Son gelding out of Brazen Angel, having his 5th run today. He was first up for Josh Brown Racing, Chelsea Forder, M. Thalman, J. Somerville and C. Somerville. And they did take 3.20 early doors, and he was right on into $1.80 before the blow in the market with that money that came flooding in for Written Words. Spirited Strike, second for the second consecutive time now in 3 runs this campaign. A Sessions gelding out of Ballistic Mist, trained by Lulu Ciani, written by Jason Whiting. And third, Snip of Romance by Snippet Son from High Romance, who burned the turf, Chris Willis and Ticky Reardon. It's 2.5 and a short neck. The margins, it was an emphatic victory as it turned out by Brazen Butcher. The time is still to be confirmed on the MC Polytrack handicap. Drummond Gulf Maiden Race 2, 1,200 metres is the next on the card. 10 will run. They'll go at 4 after 1 as we take you back to Lockie joining us down here in the yard. Brazen Butcher's trial form was super. Others thought otherwise here in regards to Written Words, and they've had their fingers burnt.
They have. It was a busy market, especially just prior to the race unfolding, Darren, but in the end it was the early punters that were keen on Brazen Butcher that gets the cash, as winning trainer Josh Brown joins me now. Josh, congratulations on the win. You've had to be patient with this horse, but he looks like he's back to his best.
Yeah, we have. He's had, well, it's obviously documented, he had to have a clean up of some chips out of the knee. It's a bit of relief today. It's, like you said, thanks to a couple of really local owners from Esperance that have stuck with me the whole way, and yeah, it's been a long road to get him back here. And I was just saying to Willie before the race, it's not so much trying to press him to get him there, it's been more so trying to hold him in one piece. He really wants to overdo things, and hopefully as he matures he can get out of that.
Even post the operation that is clearly that he needed at that stage of his career, were you always confident that you'd be able to get him back to what he showed in his first career start?
Yeah, it was. I mean, every time he's done a hell of a lot of swimming, so we've had to change the way that we've trained him. But yeah, I guess you'd like to see him do it on race day. But I mean, before he was trial, and we knew he was going. His back is bigger, he was stronger. So yeah, I really think he's a serious horse. But with them niggles, that'll probably hinder his career, I think. Yeah.
Won at debut at 1,200 metres. Wins today, first up at the 1,000. What's his best trip? Where to next for a horse like him?
I don't know. Well, I don't think 1,000's his best trip, so I guess you'll look at a 1,200 next time.
Looking forward to seeing Chicks from the Sticks on Saturday afternoon. How's she done since her last start win?
Yeah, bounced through the run really good, hence why the nomination off the 10 days, and she's drawn a barrier, so yeah, expecting her to go good.
Sabre's going well done.
Thank you.
There's Josh Brown. That is 4 winners from his last 8 starters, Riley, and that goes back to the 13th of May. So only a small team of horses in for Josh, but they are absolutely flying at the moment, which is important given the fact that Josh obviously made the well-documented move from Esperance, and he's making every post a winner here in town.
Yeah, certainly is. That they are, Lockie. Doing a great job with the team at the moment is Josh Brown, and not exactly high-priced purchases either, doing a really fantastic job with some horses that they didn't have to pay a whole lot for at the sales. We see Chicks from the Sticks, a really dominant and fast run 1,000-metre winner on debut. We see her back at the races on Saturday as well, Lock, which I'm looking forward to, and he's been able to find some diamonds in the rough of sorts at the sales in recent 6 months.
Exactly right. I don't think there's been any of Josh's yearling purchases been over $50,000 of the ones that have been successful over the last 3 to 4 months. So he isn't really putting the hand too deep into the pocket, but he's producing results, and that is very, very important. And always nice to see Willie Pike aboard, and he kickstart the day on a winning note, and here he is catching up with Riley.
Thanks, Locke. Catching up with Willie Pike after the win of Brazen Butcher in the opening race on the program. Willie, congratulations on the performance. I'm sure you probably expected to lead with this galloper here today, but the way things panned out, the leader gave you a nice bunny to chase, and that'll probably teach him something as well.
Yeah, look, he has good ability. He's a fast horse, but I was just talking to the guys, like, I don't know if he'll ever allow us to utilise all of his ability, but hopefully it's a step in the right direction. He's had a good experience, a few more good experiences, and hopefully he'll come round and we can really tap into that good raw speed that he's got.
Given you touched upon the fact that we might not ever be able to see the best of his ability, Josh just touched upon in his post-race with Lockie that he doesn't think the 1,000 metres is going to be his best trip moving forward. Would you echo those sentiments, or would you be perhaps questioning stepping him up in trip?
No, I think I agree with that. I think it's shown by the fact that he didn't lead. I know the other horse probably went fast, but I think that just went to show that he isn't just a raw out-and-out speed horse. He took a sit. If he was a 1,000-metre squib, let's say, then I think he would have been up challenging with that horse and not wanting to settle. So even after his trials, I sort of thought 1,200 might be better, so we didn't have to rush him. But at the end of the day, he can gallop, so the rest take care of itself.
Is Conchetta's Dream the best of the rest, or what's Willie Pike looking forward to for the rest of today's program?
Yeah, I'd like to make amends on Conchetta's. I was unlucky last start. I was held up. I'd love to get her to the outside and repay the ownership group. She's always been a work in progress, and she's always threatened or promised to sort of put some wins on the board for us, and I let the team down last time, so definitely would like to make amends.
Good luck and well done here.
Thanks.
There's William Pike. He combines with Josh Brown and Brazen Butcher back at the races for the first time in over 300 days, and he gets the cash first up here at Belmont.